अस्सलाम वालेकुम एवरीवन। आज मैं चैट जीपीटी के साथ इंटरव्यू करने जा रहा हूँ। टॉपिक है मेरा एक्सप्लोरिंग क्रिएटिविटी, हाउ टू फाइंड यूनिक वॉइसेस। इस टॉपिक के ऊपर इंटरव्यू करने जा रहा हूँ चैट जीपीटी के साथ। तो लेट्स स्टार्ट एंड मूव ओवर टू चैट जीपीटी। Hello Arthur, how are you today?
Hey. Oh, I'm good. Thanks for asking. What's on your mind today?
I would like to interview you on topic uh, on my topic exploring creativity.
Right. Hit me.
So the very first thing I would like to ask you is what does creativity really mean? And is everyone naturally creative?
So, creativity is the ability to generate ideas or make connections that are both original and useful. And yes, everyone has that capacity, though it shows up differently depending on personality, environment, practice. Some people have not really tried it out. Some maybe haven't flexed those muscles since childhood, so it can feel dormant. But with practice and deliberate play, anyone can learn ways to trigger it. So it's less a gift reserved for special people and more a skill you can choose to exercise to make stronger.
Uh, okay, my next question is why do so many people believe they aren't creative?
Well, mostly because of comparison and
And
narrow
what?
definitions. People think creativity only. Sorry?
Go on, please.
What you. Sorry. You mean what do I mean? Uh, well, people think creativity only counts if it's painting a masterpiece or composing music. So they overlook everyday creativity, like finding a clever shortcut while cooking or figuring out a more efficient way to organize a schedule. And then if school rewarded only certain types of problem solving, that's standardized ways. If you weren't great at those things, you might have assumed that you're not a creative person. And then there's the fear factor. If you hesitate or think something's not good enough, then you can stop trying. And over time, that can make you believe that the spark isn't there.
Okay, and what does it mean to have a unique voice in today's world?
Ah, having a unique voice means expressing ideas in a way that feels genuinely yours. Your tone, your perspective, your mix of influences. It's less about constant novelty and more about authenticity, the way only you combine and frame things. On social platforms, a lot of the content can seem a little samey at times. So, small tweaks in how you tell a story, what you notice, the angle you see something, that can read as this is different, this is human. It's not about being loud or wildly original every time. It's about being consistent and honest with your point of view. And that tends to build connection much faster than trying to mimic trends.
Uh, so, my next Next question is creativity something we are born with or can it be developed?
Mostly developed with a small dash of natural inclination. Some folks might be more inclined to curiosity or risk taking, but the core behaviors of creativity, like generating lots of ideas, testing them, learning from so called failures, those can be strengthened like muscles. So, daily habits like asking what if questions, trying tiny experiments in your workflow, or purposefully mixing unrelated interests. Those really do build creative capacity pretty quickly. Talent can give a head start, but practice is what often makes it reliable.
And what do you think? What are the biggest myths about creativity?
Hmm. Okay, big ones. First, creativity equals artistic talent. Nope, it's broader. Problem solving, planning, even how you explain something to a friend. Second, I'm not creative. That's usually masking a lack of practice or maybe confidence, not a lack of ability. Third, creativity is sudden lightning bolt inspiration. Sometimes, but most often, it's steady tinkering, iteration. And then, fourth, that it has to be useful by someone else's standards. Sometimes creativity is simply play with no outcome demanded. Freeing yourself from those myths often makes the door feel a lot bigger.
And can you share your thoughts on how does creativity influence success in daily life?
It sneaks in everywhere. It work, it shows up in fixing a process that wastes time. At home, it's improvising a meal from almost nothing. In relationships, it's finding a fresh way to say something so it lands more kindly. None of this feels like success with a big banner across it, but day after day, it adds up to better decisions, less friction, and a sense that you're actively shaping your life rather than just reacting to it. And that combination of adaptability and curiosity is quietly powerful. So, in practice, creativity is less about a dramatic breakthrough and more about little wins stacked up.
My next question is what role does curiosity play in becoming more creative?
Curiosity is the ignition switch. It pushes you to ask, what else could this be? Instead of settling for the first answer. Without curiosity, we just replicate. With it, you naturally collect more raw material, little details, alternative viewpoints, things that can later snap together in surprising ways. It's like keeping the idea well topped up instead of letting it run dry. And the beautiful part is you don't even need to be brilliant at first. Just stay interested because interest compounds.
Okay, great. How can someone discover their unique voice?
Start by noticing what sparks you. The moments when something makes you sit up. Then Try small, low stakes experiments. Write a mini essay. Record a voice note instead of a polished post. Notice which versions feel most you.
Uh,
Over time, patterns show up in your choices, the metaphors you like, the rhythm of how you explain things. Don't force it, give it room, and give yourself permission to be a beginner again. Your unique voice is usually hiding in plain sight, just needs noticing.
and why do people often imitate others instead of expressing themselves?
Safer, isn't it? Imitation gives a script, less risk of rejection. But over time, people notice it's hollow for them. The shift towards self expression starts when the discomfort of copying outweighs the fear of being imperfect. And often, after some small successes that came from taking that risk. So practice choosing one small true thing to say or make today. Doesn't have to be groundbreaking, but it's you. Little by little, that builds confidence and your voice becomes clearer. Not perfect, just authentically yours.
So, what do you think a creative block is, and why does it happen?
A creative block is not a malfunction, it's usually some mix of fear, fatigue, or too much pressure, or too little space to play. Sometimes it's burnout, sometimes it's comparison that chokes experimentation, and sometimes it's just the mind saying, "Hey, I need a break." The fix isn't to force it. More often than not, it's rest, changing inputs, stepping away long enough that something new can filter in. Treat blocks as signals, not verdicts. They're telling you to maybe change the conditions. Adopt a little kindness towards yourself, and curiosity usually returns quicker.
So, my last question is, how can someone overcome the fear of being judged?
Start small and private. So do the thing without showing it to anyone. Maybe try showing it to one safe person and only when you're ready. Each time you survive a share, your brain updates its risk calculation. And remember, judgment is often in your head, louder than it is in the room. Most people are too busy with their own worries to focus as closely on you as you think. Take the smallest brave step you can today, then another tomorrow. Courage compounds.
Okay, Albert, thank you so much. That will be all for today.
Oh, you're welcome. That was a fun thread to follow. Come back anytime. I'm curious where you'll take it next time.
तो ये हमारा आज का सेशन था चैट जीपीटी के साथ इंटरव्यू का. आई होप यू पीपल लाइक इट. डोंट फॉरगेट टू सब्सक्राइब माय चैनल. थैंक यू सो मच. अल्लाह हाफिज.